The battle between Virginia's high school football teams has all come down to this.
And now, WFXR Sports presents Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals Preview, powered by Hardee's and by Aquarius Pools and Outdoor Living.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jermaine Ferrell, hoping your day is wonderful and blessed like butter. Let's get on a roll, baby, with the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals Preview. Over the next 30 minutes, we take a look at the Glenvar Highlanders as they prepare to play for a state title, plus other stories as we put a wraps on the 2025 high school football season. So we go to the Class II ranks where the Glenvar Highlanders Saturday morning at 11:30 at Salem Stadium will play the Strasburg Rams for the Class II crown. Glenvar is the only undefeated team left in all of the VHSL. Glenvar has had their first three playoff games at home, starting off with a 50-0 win over Nelson County, then winning over Three Rivers District rival Radford 27-3, and in the Region 2C title game was a 41-6 win over Gretna. Last week in the state semifinals, they held off Union down in Big Stone Gap to advance to a 21-20 win. Now, this is Glenvar's second VHSL Finals appearance as they are 1-0. They beat Wilson Memorial in overtime in Salem Stadium back on December 13th, 2014, 20-14. This season, the Highlanders are averaging 42 points per game while giving up only 5 per contest with 6 shutout victories. The Strasburg Rams, they enter the game 12-1. This is their 6th VHSL final where they lost to Graham in the Class II finals last year 31-8. The Rams lost to 2 local teams in state finals games, both in the Group A Division I final. In 1987, they lost to Perry McClure 21-14, and in 1995 to Bath County 30-20. Overall, they are 0-5 in title games. The Rams are averaging 39 points per game while giving up only 11 points per contest. Now, as you can expect, the road to get to Salem has been special for Glenvar. WFXR Sports' Miriam Chamberlain shares a preview of the Highlanders as they prepare for Saturday's title game.
Well, football may just be a sport on the surface, but for the Glenvar Highlanders, it's always been something deeper. This is a team that doesn't just play together, they grew up together, building a bond that can't be broken. And now that brotherhood has carried them all the way to the biggest stage, playing for a state title.
We're preparing for a state championship game. I mean, I thought I'd never say that, but I mean, it's happening, and I mean, we're all excited for it.
In a game defined by physicality and resilience, the Glenvar Highlanders found a way.
They're very physical, they're very tough. I thought we matched that. And, you know, we were fortunate. We made one more play than they did, and we made it when it mattered most. So super proud of our kids' toughness and resiliency.
Their 21-20 victory over Union in the Class II state semifinals wasn't just another win, but a milestone for these seniors that's come full circle.
The brotherhood that we have, we just knew we had to push through all the pains and us being tired towards the end of the game. And we just have a lot of reasons to keep playing, and we just knew that it wasn't going to end like this and that this wasn't going to be our last game.
Last season, this same group made it to the semifinals, but fell one step short. That loss stuck with them.
At the end of that football season, we got in the weight room. We're just working on things, talking about things, hoping the season went good. And I mean, we're here. I mean, it doesn't seem real. I mean, it's our last high school game, so it's very exciting, very emotional.
And nearly a decade later, there's one more game standing between them and a state title. A chance to finish what they started together.
We just knew what it took, and we've been so close here in the recent losing to Radford my sophomore year. They go up and win the state championship, losing to Graham last year towards the end of the game, and they go and win the state championship. So it's hard losing to the winners, but finally, hopefully, we'll get it done and we'll become those winners.
We're all coming into the game confident. We just got to read our fits and do everything Coach has taught us, and I feel like we'll be good.
I'm just really proud of all the accomplishments, not only through this year, but through the 3 previous seasons. So yeah, we want to win it all, but at the end of the day, I want them to give their best and be resilient and be tough, and the score will take care of itself. If it goes in our favor, great. If it doesn't, well, you know, that's how life goes sometimes.
And with Glenvar's motto of consistency over the past few years, they will want nothing better than to cap it off with their first state championship in 11 years. For Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, I'm Miriam Chamberlain.
Thank you so much, Miriam. That Saturday state final for Glenvar will come exactly 11 years ago to the day when the Highlanders won the 2A title in overtime over Wilson Memorial 20-14 at Salem Stadium. The win was special as it was a family affair for head coach Kevin Clifford as his son Zach quarterbacked the team to the title. We caught up with the Cliffords as they take a look back at that magical moment 11 years ago.
I mean, it's just really good memories, to be honest. It was an exciting time in our program. It was an exciting time for me as a coach and a dad. Was really proud of that group. It was really a group that really bought in to our off-season program, and had really good chemistry. It was just a really good experience.
Just pure joy, excitement, you know, something I dreamed about since I was a little kid, you know, winning a state championship, and then obviously having my dad as a coach was just the icing on the cake, really, and just really unselfishness, I would say. That team, that's what that team reminds me of.
For Kevin Clifford and his son Zach, being back on the field where they had success in their 2014 championship season, it was a special moment for the Highlanders program, but also for the Cliffords.
What was cool about the overtime, we won the toss, which was really important, and we blocked the field goal, and we ran a play with our big running back Tyler Smith bus, and they blitzed, and Zach ran to the sideline. I said, he looked at Coach Street, our OC at the time, and said, run 17 outside zone, I won't get touched. He looked at me, Dad, I won't get touched. They're blitzing in the middle. And Coach Street looked at me and says, what do you want to do? I said, you know, call the play, and you know, the rest is history. He walked in untouched. So the guys did a great job blocking, obviously.
Just goes to, it was pretty sweet at being his first one too, you know. I mean, that's what is another cool thing about him being back this year. This is the third decade he's been in a state championship for Glenvar. He won in wrestling in 09 and 10, and then obviously we won in 14. But just knowing how hard he works, I mean, he could coach. I really believe he could coach anywhere in the country at any level.
Now, overall, when you look at the Glenvar football team, of course, Coach Clifford and his son, they did win that state championship in 2014. But there's another connection between the 2025 team and the 2014 team. That connection between the 2025 team and the 2014 team comes from current assistant coach Nathan Nobles. Nobles was also on the offense and defensive lines for the Highlanders team that won the championship back in 2014.
I'd say like an overall attitude of like selflessness. I mean, if there's a kid on our team that you could say like, oh, he deserves to prop himself up a bit, it would be Brody. But Brody reminds me a lot of how Zach Clifford was, in the sense that all he cared about was getting the win with his buddies. I mean, that kid will put anyone else above himself to make them look good and work for other people's success. And that was a reason why I didn't mind blocking every single down, getting beat on for Zach Clifford. I mean, he was that type of kid that you wanted to play with.
Coming up on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with your state finals preview, we take a look back at the North Cross Raiders as they took home a state title in impressive fashion. Stick and stay, please.
And now, WFXR Sports presents Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals Preview.
Well, while the Glenvar Highlanders are competing for their second state title on the gridiron, last month the North Cross Raiders took on the St. Anne Bellsfield Saints in the VHSL Division II football title game. North Cross seeking their 7th state championship and 3rd in the last 4 seasons. We're going to check out the highlights over at Willis Field last month. First quarter action, it's going to be North Cross quarterback Kingston Paquette, or Packett, depending on how you want to say it. Going to go to the air, hook up with DeMarcus Brown with the touchdown, 7-0 North Cross. Then more North Cross, Jazeel Hart is going to take the direct snap, and he goes into the zone. That's a touchdown, 14-0 North Cross. Second quarter, 14-7 Raiders. Hart, he's going to get his second one of the ball game, running through the traffic. Got it in for his touchdown, 20-7 North Cross after the missed PAT. Now 20-15 Raiders, and Hart, guess what he's going to get? The hat trick. His third one of the ball game with a 2-point conversion. North Cross led 28-15 at recess to the third quarter. North Cross, Paquette is going to hook up with Jace Rhodes. He's going to find a spot in the corner, making it 34-15 Raiders. And North Cross, they go on to beat St. Anne Bellsfield 54-22 to reclaim the VHSL Division II state championship. Here's my post-game report from the game last month. The North Cross Raiders, they got it done in commanding fashion. Winning here at Willis Field on the Saturday afternoon, met their goals of winning a state championship. Now, the Raiders, they led this ball game over St. Anne Bellsfield from start to finish, opening up a big lead. In fact, during the game, they went on a 28-0 run to take the lead in the second half, and it was all she wrote from then and there as the Raiders, mission accomplished.
feel great for the seniors. You know, that's what we preached all week. Let's do it for our seniors. You know, we came up short for them last year, but this year we finished it for them. Now they're going off to their collegians, and, you know, they're going to make big things wherever they're going.
We've been executing in practice, which led to the execution on the field. We've also been hard in the weight room, hard in film study, so it all is a good outcome.
It means the world. I mean, we did it 3 out of the 4 years. Our brothers, we came in, we stick together as a family, and we've been there since day one. First day of 2 days, it was the hardest day of the year, and we've been there since. It felt like it was yesterday, so it means a lot. But yeah, it was a great feeling.
It's kind of hard to speak on it right now just because it's in the moment, but I'm genuinely just blessed. Like, God put me in this position to be great and keeping my body healthy. That was my biggest goal this year, you know, having a lot of injuries. But thank you to Holly, our trainer, and my coaching staff taking me in as a great player. I'm just so thankful to be in this position.
I feel like we finished the season off great. We went through trials and adversity, and we came up with ways how to get through and persevere through hard times, losing players due to injuries, and coming back from a loss in the last state championship too. So I feel like it felt very good to be able to come in and win another state championship and send the seniors off with a great note.
The North Cross Raiders getting their 3rd state championship in the last 4 years, as they did a great job, and they did more with less. They didn't have the numbers that a lot of the teams had, but when it counted, they made the plays. And now you can call North Cross the Raiders state champions in the VISAA Division II ranks. Well, coming up on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with your state finals preview, we give a salute to the other fall teams to win a state title in volleyball, competition cheer, golf, and cross country. More Blitz coming up on the other side.
WFXR Sports presents Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals Preview.
Well, it's an annual tradition we have when it comes to our state finals preview special. Saturday's state football finals will wrap up the fall sports season in high school. And we like to salute all of our state champions in the fall sports. We start off with competition cheer, where in the VHSL Class 3 ranks, it was K-Spring winning it, and in Class 2, the Glenvar Highlanders. On to volleyball, we had a pair of winners, Radford taking the Class 2 crown, and in Class 1, it was Giles Spartans. 4 state champs in boys cross country, VHSL Class 4, Blacksburg Bruins, they're champs. In Class 2, the Glenvar Highlanders took the top prize. And in Class 1 of the VHSL, the Perry McClure Fighting Blues won it all. And in the VISAA Division II, it was the North Cross Raiders. 3 state girls cross country champs are in the mix. Locally, in the VHSL Class 4 is the Blacksburg Bruins. In Class 2 is the Floyd County Buffaloes. And in the VISAA Division II, the North Cross Raiders. They're the champs. Finally, in golf, we have a pair of state champs. In the VHSL Class 4, it was the Blacksburg Bruins. And in the VHSL Class 1, the Auburn Eagles are the champs. So congratulations to all of the winners.
And now, WFXR presents Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week.
Well, it's all about the intangibles with this week's athlete. You can call him Mr. Reliable on the field. Plus, he also played an integral role on defense in stopping Union High School last Saturday from scoring a crucial 2-point conversion, where his squad ended up punching their ticket to the VHSL Class 2 state title game after defeating the Bears 21-20. And guess what? He's your player of the week.
Ranger Swanson, running back and linebacker, Glenvar High School. All 4 quarters of the game, it was just a great match with Union. I mean, it was strong. They were a great team. I mean, we just held up strong in the end, and I mean, luckily we came out on top and stopped that 2-point conversion to send us here.
Speak a little bit about the defense of this team.
It's a great bond we have. That 2-point conversion, that was huge. I mean, it won us the game, and so I think it also just shows how smart our defense really is. Like the other Mike, or middle linebacker, he just guides me. Sometimes tells me what's gonna happen, and boom, just like that. Like that's what happens. Like on the 2-point conversion, we were supposed to both blitz, and then he told me to stay back and scrape. And luckily, I mean, I didn't blitz, and then I was there, and luckily Dalton Shoemaker, our D tackle, he got his hands on him, and I guess I just stonewalled him from there, and then everybody else kind of just came in, and I think it's just like to have that IQ and tell you like what's about to happen. It's just it shows how like smart we are as a team and how individually some of our players are. I think I've looked up to every single one of these seniors. I've played with them since I was in 3rd grade. I mean, maybe second grade. I mean, outside of Brody, who just came here my 8th grade year, but still, even watching him play when I was just in 8th grade, it was just a crazy thing. I mean, and just to be able to be around these people, like just to watch them grow up with me. I mean, it's just like, I don't think there's a singular one that's a role model. I think all of them, like collectively, have had a big impact on how I play and how I look at the game of football. Being able to continue playing it, even December 13th is the game. I mean, just like it doesn't feel real. It feels like a dream.
And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Aquarius Pools Splash Play of the Week, sponsored by Aquarius Pools and Outdoor Living.
Well, this week's Splashy Play of the Week segment, there's a lot that goes into putting on an episode of Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. We here at WFXR are going to pull back the curtain to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the show. Hardee's Friday Night Blitz technical director Scotty Bird put this story together to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the show. Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm Jermaine Ferrell. Let's get on a roll, baby. Stick and stay leads.
Deflected and picked off by Jason. Forster was brought down around the 10. Few plays later, on 4th down, this man, Mr. PlayStation 5, Rony Doyan, behind center. He gives it to Mr. 3. Cooper Mullins, but punches it in from a yard and a half out.
Well, thank you so much, Scotty. Great work as always. That does it for this edition of the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals Preview. This is also the final show of our 9th season of Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. Now, in 2026, we'll have our 10th season of the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. I'd like to thank all of you for watching the show throughout the season and over the years. We had so many people working in front and behind the camera, working hard, helping Hardee's Friday Night Blitz become a successful show. We leave you with a look at everyone who put together Hardee's Friday Night Blitz week in and week out, edited by the Chief of Operations for Hardee's Friday Night Blitz and Kara Simpkins. I'm Jermaine Ferrell for Ryan Moye, Miriam Chamberlain, and the entire WFXR staff. I hope all of your teams are winners. Have a wonderful and blessed night and weekend, everybody.